there with us. We was a Apache vice lord. One night we was at this is like in 1968, about a year later, we was at a basketball game at Resurrection School, which is really like a block over in the 5000 block on Jackson. And there was some young guys there. They was from Spencer School, right? On the other side of Madison. We didn't think nothing of it, right? But when we were leaving, they shot, right? And they hollered, "Faux love." And so I asked my guy, what the fuck they mean, faux love? And Bruce Benson, one of our guys, he said, man, that's them Four Corner Hustlers. They over there by Spencer School, right? So the next day we went over on the cross Madison looking for those guys. We couldn't run into none of them, but we whooped every other guy we ran into. And then about 2 days later, one of our guys, Jason Domino, he was sitting on Freddy Pye's porch. Right, Freddy Pye was one of the Cicero vice lords. And he said, man, I want to introduce you to this guy. His name is Fred Gage. He's the chief of the Four Corner Hustlers over there. They by Spencer School. And I said, man, y'all shot at us the other night. He said, no, we didn't shoot at y'all. It's just the gun went off. You know, but we've been hearing about y'all, man. We want to unite with y'all. And so we agreed. And so maybe about 2-3 days later, me and my guys, we went over there. And there was a lot right off Lake Street in Laverne, Fulton really, in Laverne. There was smooth pavement there. So all them guys was there, you know, Fred Gage, Monroe Banks, Thaddeus, Leon Bradshaw, all them guys, you know, Carl Frencher, you know, all them guys. And so the way that went, one of their guys would box one of my guys, right? And that's how we united. And then we started just traveling, doing things together. We would go over there to their parties. They would come over here to our parties, and we would do things together. And that's how we united. Yeah, but Fred Gage was the chief of them. But Walter Wheat was the actual founder of the Four Corner Hustle. They was like off Pulaski and Wilcox.
So that was headquarters.
Yeah. So Fred had moved up on West End and Kilpatrick and went to Spencer School. And that's when them guys became Four Corner Hustlers.
Oh, so Four Corner Hustlers was in existence before they collided with the Vice Lord.
They always been the Vice Lord, because Walter Wheat, the founder of the Vice Lord, he been a Vice Lord, you know. Him and Willie Lord, they was independent Vice Lords. And when Walt moved from off Independence to Wilcox and Pulaski, that's when he started the Four Corner Hustle, but he always claimed he was a Vice Lord. He didn't detach from the Vice Lord nation, so they was Four Corner Hustle Vice Lords, even before we even met him.